Introducing these two Super Fight Series warriors once again. The fighter standing in the blue corner. She weighed in at 56.4 kilograms. She has a record of 7 wins with 7 losses. She represents Bryony Gym. She is Bryony, the Killer Bee, Tyrell. And standing across the ring in the red corner, this fighter weighed in at 56.9 kilograms. She has a record of 3 wins, 4 losses, and no draws. She represents Unit 1 Gym. She is Hannah Turner! The referee in charge is Mr. Paul Nichols.
3 3-minute rounds for this super fight here tonight. Bryony Tyrell, the Killer Bee from Bryony, against Hannah Turner, Unit 1 Gym. And Chris, Bryony, double the experience of her opponent, Hannah there. Let's see if this will tell in this bout.
Bryony Tyrell is also a very successful mixed martial artist, so it's going to be very intriguing to see the type of game plan and skill set she brings here to this matchup tonight. That being said, Turner, very, very gifted, a well-rounded kickboxer in her own right. Should be fireworks, Malcolm. Nice inside low kick there from Turner. Choosing to swap it up, goes outside.
Well, Tyrell, as you said, came storming out, got that extra experience, but what Hannah Turner's doing well to break that momentum, as you said, is targeting those legs of Bryony to try and keep her at bay and then get her own work going. She's weathered that early storm and come back very nicely as Hannah.
I think the strategy for Turner is to try to chop away at that base, slow down the movement, remove the power. Of course, for Tyrell, she needs to cut the ring, make this a messy fight, use those physical skills, maybe even a little bit of a kind of forward pressure, not quite clinch game. Of course, under the K1 rule set, there's limited clinch, but make it a messy fight, create chaos.
That's right, as you said there, she's working the angles nicely with that left hand, right leg combination, but I like how calm Hannah Turner's staying. As you said, she's chopping at the base whenever she can, Turner, and she's got a very deceptive, good, stiff left jab. There you go, it came straight out.
Turner with some good coverage as well. She's kept a disciplined guard, the hands in the correct place. Swing and a miss there with that high point roundhouse kick. Turner knows exactly when to back out, when to move her head off the center line.
Chris, she's beginning to get her rhythm going with that jab and that leg targeting the lead leg of Bryony. She's got to start checking those because Hannah is chopping away at that leg and then punching the jab out. There you go again, inside, outside, and then punching the jab back out.
And a smart strategy against an aggressive fighter. When that weight is on that forward leg, that front leg, the blow, the impact, if you will, of that chopping shin is even worse.
It's beginning to have an effect, Chris, on Bryony. You can tell she's chopping away at that leg. The left and right's coming out, and you heard the slap there from that, Chris. That's what it's telling now. Hannah doing a good job here, getting more and more into this round.
Tyrell did a good job of switching up with that kick to the liver. I'd like to see her work the body. I think her opponent, and Turner, has been very good at deflecting those low kicks and keeping her hands high. Of course, that midsection can be open, though.
Well, Bryony did superbly at the beginning of the round, came out very aggressively, got Hannah into a corner, started to work it, but what Hannah's done since then is really chop at that base, then bring the hands over the top with that stiff left, and now she's bringing the right into play. Bryony, when she comes forward now, will have to watch for that right. As she comes up, there you go, here it comes again.
10 seconds,
Tyrell has really exhibited that come forward hard style that we expected. But on the flip side, Turner has been very adept at being ring aware. She's moved away from the ropes into space when she felt that pressure. Good round between both women, but I've got Hannah Turner slightly ahead on the scorecards here.
I agree with you, Chris. The way the first round started, you'd have thought Bryony Tyrell would have taken it, but Hannah worked her way into the game more. She used that low kick to take away Bryony's base so that when everything she was working so well with.
Let's take a look at some of the action here, Malcolm. There were some good movements from both women, but it was Turner's ability to keep things in space, attack the legs early and often, and probably the most significant punch of this fight, that right cross straight between the open guard of her opponent and Bryony Tyrell.
Well, that's the thing, Chris. As you said, what she did well was stop Bryony in her tracks with the low kicks and then bring the hands over the top. But what you've noticed more and more as this round's gone on is the low kick set it up, the left hand comes in, the chopping kicks to the thighs, but the right hand is beginning to come into play as well. And Bryony will have to be just that bit more mobile on a lateral movement. As we saw, she's very aggressive. She's got that style, as you mentioned. But Hannah Turner, for me, is fighting the smart fight at the moment.
So round 2 here in this super fight of a scheduled 3. 3 more minutes on the clock if necessary. Chris HOEKSTRA alongside Malcolm Martin. Great to be with you here for the action tonight. Coming from the Albans Arena here for Super Fight Series.
And as we saw again, carbon copy start to the second round as from the first from Bryony, looking to walk Hannah down. But again, Hannah chopping at that base to try and stop the momentum. But this time, Bryony stays in the pocket with her, Chris.
Good stuff from Bryony, but she hits a huge right. Alternating punch combinations, and Turner leans away to avoid the counter.
Chris, I said in the first, the right was the danger target for her. She's been leading with that left to set up the right. Twice in the first, there was a warning for Bryony there. That right landed firmly, this time in the second.
And when she punches down, it really turns that hand over. It's a good technique, in my opinion, to kind of exploit
And
when
immediately
Tyrell reaches out.
It lands again, Chris.
See, Bryony will reach with that left, and she's susceptible.
And she's just showing the first signs of tiring under this pressure, under this pace. And again, Hannah Turner, the movement, that right hand, the danger. Bryony, you feel is at her best when she closes that gap and gets right in close. But she'll be made to work every time to get there.
It's not to say Tyrell wasn't doing the correct thing by making this a come forward hard, aggressive fight, but one, she's moved forward pretty much in one direction, straight in, and two, she's fighting with her forehead a little bit. She's getting lit up more often than not. The right cross or that overhand right from Turner being two of the bigger hand strikes that have landed.
Well, when you look at the overall view now, you can see that Turner is really in her comfort zone. She's waiting, as you said. And picking up what you said earlier, it's because she knows where Bryony's going to come from. She knows what she's doing.
Minute left, Bryony.
Nice inside low kick. Turner switched up, got more power on that left leg. Tyrell felt that. Tyrell's in trouble here, Malcolm.
It's the constant pressure and the accuracy in the left and right through the channel again. Turns that right in once more. As we said, Tyrell has got double the fight experience here, but you wouldn't see it suggested here, would you? When you look at the way that Hannah Turner is beginning to turn up the heat.
And both women looking to get another win here. Tyrell with 14 fights, 7 for Turner. As you alluded to right now, Malcolm, it looks like Turner is the more fresh and experienced fighter.
And Bryony doing her best to try and turn this around. But Hannah, as I said, that's that comfort zone that you get in. Everything she's doing is right at the moment, stepping forward. And the right hand remains the danger. She's landed so cleanly. What you can say for Bryony is, what a tough character. She's taken some heavy, heavy shots, and she's still there looking to come back.
Well, the 10-second clapper is gone. Just a few brief moments in this round, and we see the close of a second frame here in an exciting super fight tonight.
Well, Chris, if the first was close, the second wasn't. That was far easier to score in Hannah Turner's favor. She did everything right. Shot choice combined with raw power.
And more often than not, she actually kind of attacked the base of Tyrell in that first round. In the second, she kind of used her hands a little bit more, and I think that's where she scored some of the most significant strikes. We'll see if we can catch an angle on that right hand. She did such a beautiful job of setting it up, particularly when she came over the top of the guard, just like that.
Yes, Chris, it comes over, and it's the turn of the little fist as well to make that extra impact, that extra torque there. And then she's doing it so well, then skips back out and makes Bryony work hard again. There you go, over the top, beautifully done. And she's 2 rounds to the good on our scorecard. Bryony, we know, will start hard and fast again in the third. But like you said, I'd like to see her vary the angle of attack in this third round.
So the third and final here, 3 minutes on the clock, and it's a race to the finish. Here under K1 rules, Malcolm, it's worth noting these are very short rounds. You'd really get that stamp of authority before the halfway mark. Already Turner trying to do just that, and it's back to the same old tricks with that right cross. But Tyrell very active.
Momentum is key, and the momentum has been with Hannah Turner. Bryony Tyrell doing the right thing to try and change that. But Turner is really in a groove here, and that right hand still so dangerous.
I like that front leg side kick. It's an often underutilized distance management technique, but Tyrell should be a little less over anxious to come straight in. She should use that to set up her combinations rather than coming in straight and predictably.
Well, as you said, straight and predictable. The way you stop that is to feint. Little shimmy, little shuffle, it's not happening. And this is playing into Hannah Turner's game plan because she's so accurate down the channel there, and she knows Bryony's going to be straight in front of her, and she's punished her regularly. All credit to Bryony. She's taken it solidly and still there, still in this fight.
That was better from Tyrell a moment ago. She caught Turner in the corner, but as we saw, really from the get-go, Turner knew where she was at, got away from the ropes and out of the edge of space. That was a nice right hand there from Tyrell.
But look what she had to eat before. That's the problem, Chris. The right hand, the left leg, then she switches the other way, the left hand, the right leg, chopping. And you could see the damage to the legs of Bryony Tyrell there from those chopping low kicks from Hannah Turner. Works the body now with the right hand as well. Little smile from Bryony, but she's had to eat a lot in this third round.
Tyrell's as tough as they come, though. I've seen her in 3-round wars before. She's been a champion in MMA. There's no quit. You can see her shaking off that front leg every single time that she takes one. But, Malcolm, it limits your mobility, and of course it limits your power.
And look at the way that Hannah Turner shrugged it off and pulled forward again. Here she goes, up and down. That's the thing. The versatility, high and low, targeting, timing.
Gorgeous technique on that. She switched up with a kick to the midsection. Tyrell blocked that, but then was open with all of her weight on that lead leg, and then Turner ripped the second kick to the outside thigh.
And I love the way Turner works left and right. She throws the left leg, it's the right hand. The right leg is the left hand. Here we go again. Beautiful variety.
And very prototypical Muay Thai. In K1, you often get kickboxers from different styles, different sort of backgrounds, whether it's points fighting, karate, taekwondo, sanshou, and of course Muay Thai. So in Turner, she's just done very well to punish, as you often see under the sort of more traditional Muay Thai rule sets with those leg kicks, and I think it's paid dividends now 3 rounds deep.
Well, Chris, you talked to the leg kicks. There's the little shuffle to the side to take the support leg from Turner. Great bout. Bryony Tyrell played her part, but that was a masterclass for me by Hannah Turner.
What a fight. What an incredible performance. What a gutsy display from Bryony Tyrell, but it was technical finesse that really turned things the right way for Hannah Turner. She should be able to walk away on my scorecard with a sweep tonight over 3 rounds at 56 kilograms.
And here you can see it's the overhand right of Hannah Turner that was the danger there for Bryony Tyrell. Superb work, and I agree with you, Chris. I can feel this is only going one way.
Well, the scorecards are coming in here. We're coming to you from the Albans Arena. We are sold out tonight for the Super Fight Series, and what an amazing evening it has been. Well, 3 rounds in the books. There's only one man to make it official. Let's go to our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Grant Waterman.
Ladies and gentlemen, our trophies will be presented
Mr. Q
by
again
our
there,
fight
guys.
sponsor, iClean. And after
Why was he
3
early?
fantastic rounds of Super Fight Series action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner
Right, does
from
Grant
the
know? Should I
red
go tell
corner,
him or no?
Hannah Turner!
And it's a win for Hannah Turner. Bryony Tyrell is all smiles. What a beautiful show of sportsmanship and respect here, Malcolm. A great night, but there can only be one.